Hey guys, Johnny from Johnny Profits here. I'm going to show you an intimate look. Actually, we're in my bedroom right now about what I do every morning to get started and get my day focused. So I have a morning ritual routine that I do every morning. I've been doing it for a few years. I fell off for a little bit, but I'm back on it. Been doing it for about 2 years straight right now, and it has made a huge impact on my life. This is the way I start every morning. I get up immediately, go to the bathroom, and I drink about a liter of water. Get your body hydrated because throughout the night you definitely do get dehydrated. I have a cup of hot tea. Not a big coffee guy, so I drink the tea, get the caffeine in my body, and then maybe I read the news a little bit, but I try not to because there's so much negative stuff out there with different attacks and terrorist attacks and all types of crazy stuff out there. So I try to keep my mind focused right away. Maybe check some emails. Then I come back down to my room, and I check my morning ritual, and I have my whole goal list written up here. I start with what I'm thankful for, my gratitude, and maybe we'll go through the list a little bit, and I'll show you kind of exactly what I do. So I start right up here. I have a bunch of my goals written down. I have my personal goals. I have some business goals. I have what I'm focused on and what I'm thankful for. So first, let's see exactly what I start with. So I start with my gratitude because you have to be gracious, and you have to start with thanking your life for what you have and what you've made so far, because you have to bring yourself back down to ground zero before you start building yourself up. So first I'll say I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my family's health. I'm thankful for my family's loyalty. I'm thankful for, because I do have a couple cats and a dog, I'm thankful for my cats and my dog. I'm thankful for having a warm bed and home. I'm thankful for living in a free country, because remember, guys, a lot of people around the world are oppressed, and they're living under communism, they're living under dictatorships. So I'm grateful for living in a free country. I'm thankful for having a warm bed and home. Thankful for having clean water and delicious, healthy food. And this is kind of how I start with all my gratitude. So I thankful for myself, thankful for what my family has achieved, thank you for everything that we've been doing so far. Then I kind of go into some of my personal goals, saying, this is exactly what I want to do. Right now I'm also a Kindle publisher besides a reseller. So also I go through, so right now I have about 20 Kindle books. So say next month I want to have 25 books, and then that following month I want to have 30 books. And I keep going. So right now it's the end of June. So say by July I want to have 25 books. By August I want to have 30 books. September I want to have 35 books. Let's keep going. October, 40 books, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of how I start right there. Also, say in regards to reselling, I do a lot of stuff on FBA, Amazon FBA. So right now my inventory is around 2,000 items. So my goal for next month is to get to, say, 2,500 items. And then that'll be July. Hopefully by August, I'll be up to 3,000 items. And this is what I have on my goal list, and so on and so forth, getting ready for that Q4, because that's going to be huge this year. So hopefully by Q4, I'd like to be up to, say, 4,000 items. 5,000 would be ideal, but 4,000 would definitely be my goal. And just like with Kindle publishing, I want like to get up to 50 books by year's end. And that not only Kindle, having the books on ACX and CreateSpace also, is to have those multiple streams of revenue. Let's see, what else do I have going on here? I have my visualizations, I do my incantations. I visualize. I say what car I want to be in next, and so right now I'd like to be in a BMW 6 Series. That's my next goal in the next year or two, maybe a little longer, because I already have a couple cars, but that would be my dream car. So what I do is I close my eyes, I visualize myself with my hand on the steering wheel. I visualize my right hand on the shifter, and it is a convertible, so I visualize myself pushing the button to release the top, and I visualize myself in there, grabbing that leather steering wheel, looking at the gauges on the dashboard, and that's how I visualize everything. Also, I'd like to get another rental property. So what I do is I visualize what town I want to have that property in. Say if it's a one family, two family. So I'm visualizing. Okay, I want a two family, mother daughter upstairs, downstairs, rental home. I want to get this much rent per month, and I visualize myself standing in that home. I visualize myself renting to the tenants, to the prospective renters, maybe repairing the home. So I visualize all that stuff to get going. Let's see what else I got going on. I also have a pretty big garden outside, a veggie garden. I'm all about organic growing and organic lifestyle. So I visualize myself having a fully planted garden. So I wrote this back in February or March during the winter, and every day I would visualize myself having a fully planted garden, and now I do because I was able to visualize it, and I would work on it periodically and get it up to what I visualized and my standards and what I wanted. And that's kind of what I do with everything in my life. You got to visualize it first. And this is a little insight to what I do every day. Then I also write, some of my long-term goals. I'd like to help women and children in third world countries. I want to build a school and help them out. So I have that written down. To build a school. Hopefully in a couple of years, I'll be able to spend the money and travel to a third world country and get these women and children educated or help in that process. I also I scuba dive, so I want to get my next scuba certification. So I want to be a rescue diver, and then after that, I want to be a dive master. So I read that every day, and it's huge. It's powerful, guys. Every day when you do this, some people do it at night, also do it at night, but you got to do it first thing in the morning. It gets your mind focused, gets your whole brain focused. Remember, this is your mental factory here. So whatever ingredients you put into your mental factory, that's what the factory is going to produce. And just keeping it positive, just keeping it real, and working on it every day. It's a lifelong process. So I just wanted to share with you guys what exactly I do every day. If you could hit that like button, any comments, any questions, shoot it in the comments below, and I will try to answer them as best I can. All right, thanks, guys.